Ruben is asking you, Monsieur Mohammed, I think you've done or experienced in this period. No, one thing you've done or experienced in this period that you never thought you would do and you recommend to all of us.
Let me give you a personal example and a business example. On the personal level, Robin, you worked with me, so you know how much I hate working from home. But I'm enjoying it now. It's good to be close to the family. I also have a nice routine, and I add to the routine some variety. So I think working from home, I changed my mind on it, although I've been against it for so many years. So I think it's good. Not every day and not for everyone, but it's good. The other thing, the one thing I've done at this time, which has been tough, is the salary reduction. You can argue that salary reduction is probably better than letting people go. And so we reduced the salary of everyone in the company, starting from myself. So the highest reduction was for my role, and then the percentages will lower as you go down. And then with a threshold for people who are getting a certain salary, no cut for them, because this was just about right for the cost of living where they are. I think this is a better solution versus letting people go. It's not that I wouldn't let people go if I have to. If I have to, I would do the tough choice and treat them with all the respect and all the compassion that I have. But I think a temporary salary reduction is better than letting people go. So think about it.
That's a very tough call to make. If I want to build also on a personal experience, I certainly agree with Mohammed. And I said also that work from home was already something we are encouraging people to do, but today it becomes more the norm rather than the exception. We learned so many things on a personal level. I had my first haircut at home, so during this time, and it was amazing, the bond in the family as well. So there's a lot of learnings that we have experienced. But one thing also that I would keep, that's nothing very different, but this 3 times a week coffee with all my team has been an amazing experience. Now we do connect in the office, but it's not organized. It's usually ad hoc, and it's once a month where you have your general review. So I feel this is bringing much more solidarity, compassion, and getting to know each other as a team. And I will keep doing this in the future, inshallah.
And I like to build on what Yasser said in the previous question when he said, I build the sense of urgency for myself. I push that adrenaline and the burning platform, kind of. You said, yeah, Muhammad, that I would let people go if I have to. My school of thought is where what I'm doing now is I'm actually actively testing how I could work more efficiently later on, building on this sense of urgency. So by design, there are some people who choose in such times to hide in the shadows because everyone's working from home. So unless someone invites them to a meeting, then they're not out there. What I tend to do is I don't invite them back into the light. I don't push them to do their work. I try to see if I can work without them. And then when this thing is over, I have a new structure. So the letting go could be because you have to, out of cost saving or what have you, or could be out of, this sense of crisis is bringing out new ideas of efficiencies that can work for the better later on. On a personal front, working from home has been something I always hated, and I never allowed it for anyone unless for extreme emergencies. But I now love it. And for the first time in my life, I went back after the round one, the session we had on Saturday, and found my wife with a sheet of paper of 12 bullet points of input on the session, just because she was there when we were preparing, when I was working on it. So she was involved. So I think it's adding a lot of good perspectives.